guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel or simply just not yet subscribed, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. I focus on anything paranormal, true crime, and I kind of sprinkle a little bit of myself in there. So also make sure that you have that little bell on, that way you don't miss a single video. Castiel is laying directly behind me. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hi. This is Castiel, if you haven't seen him before. He's in a few of my videos. Say hi. He loves attention, loves being pet, but he doesn't like being picked up. There he is laying. Before we dive in, I do want to let you guys know that if you have any paranormal encounter stories, that you can email me at a specific email for those. I want to have one in every video as a way to kind of get you guys more involved, and plus they're my favorite things to read. Like, no lie, literally my favorite things to read. So definitely make sure to send those over to that, and now we're going to dive into our topic for today. So today we're going to be talking about the Mongolian death worm. I'm not a big worm person. I mean, I'll pick one up when I have like gloves on, but I don't really like touching them with my bare hands. Just don't like the way that they feel. And I remember dissecting one in school. It was like that long. Anyways, the Mongolian death worm resides in the Gobi Desert. Now, the Gobi Desert is insanely large. It covers over 500,000 square miles of land, and a good amount of that land is still unexplored. So the possibility of an undiscovered creature is extremely high. It's described as this giant red worm that has the ability to kill not only animals but humans as well in just a matter of seconds. To this day, there have been numerous sightings of this creature, but nobody has managed to capture it on camera. People who have seen it says that it's similar in appearance to an electric eel, and it's said to be a long sandworm. It is dark red and has spikes that come out of the front and the end. So both sides, it has spikes. Not only that, but the creature is said to be 5 feet in length. So imagine encountering a 5-foot worm. If you go back to like prehistoric times and stuff, like there were giant bugs. I would not, I mean, I'm all for dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs, but I don't do good with that. Not a bug person. Now, according to the tribes that live in Mongolia, they call the creature Alagorhai Horhai, which means intestine worm. So it's called this because that loosely translates to large intestine, and it's said that the look of this creature resembles a cow's intestines. So yeah, there's that. The Gobi death worm, which is what it's also called, is said to shoot out a saliva that is lethal. Saliva is powerful enough to melt metal. It also shoots out electricity, like from its just body. It emits electricity. So, but it's powerful enough to kill a human in seconds. The Mongolian death worm is warm-blooded, and it's said that it doesn't have a nose, an eyes, or a mouth, at least what people who have encountered this creature could notice. But I feel like if you're seeing a 5-foot worm that shoots out poison and emits electricity, that you are probably not studying every single part of that creature. It's said that even touching the death worm will be the death of you. They travel underground, and the best way to spot one is that as they travel, they create what's like a sand wave. So you can see as they move, the sand moves like this with the creature, which is the best way of spotting one and the best way to avoid one. The creature is said to hibernate for 10 months at a time. 10 months. So only in June and July is the creature actually awake. And it only really likes to come to the surface when the ground, like the sand, is wet from rain, or when it's raining, which makes a lot of sense because the Gobi Desert is quite hot. It's a desert. So if it's raining, it's a little bit cooler. Or if it had just rained, it's still a little bit cooler. The ground's cooler, because with it being underground's going to be colder than above ground. So that it kind of falls in line with that. It's said that the main thing that the death worm attacks is actually camels. They leave eggs inside whatever they attack intestines. Now the eggs will eventually turn that creature into the same dark red that the worm is. And some believe that before they attack, it will raise half of its body out of the sand and it will inflate itself until it explodes. And when it explodes, it shoots out venomous poison. So fun. So this lethal poison will be sprayed across its victim. This is one mythological creature that I might be okay not to see. So experts say that the Gobi Desert is way too hot for a worm to survive. However, that might not be completely true. I mean, creatures adapt, right? Like, we are known to adapt, like all creatures. You either adapt or you die. Kind of the way it is. So this creature might have been an exception to that. The circulatory system of a worm functions by actually taking in oxygen through its skin. And then it carries it through the rest of the body. So as we breathe in oxygen through our mouth and our nose, a worm absorbs it through its body. So because they do this, it allows a worm to grow in larger. So the possibility of a 5-foot worm isn't super crazy. There are also species of worms, like the giant beach worm that lives in Australia, that actually lives in sand and not soil, which means that it's completely possible for a worm to live in the desert. It's said that the death worm's body is actually its exoskeleton, and it will shed this exoskeleton anytime that its body gets injured in any way. Most people who see this creature say that it has no mouth. However, some say that it actually does, and that it opens its mouth as far as it can. So, like, basically to, like, something out of, like, a horror movie. As wide as it can go, it has rows of jagged, sharp teeth that are pointed inward. And it's believed that when the creature is above the surface, that it will either like squirm or roll sideways in order to move. And crazy enough, it's said that Russian scientists actually found a dead Mongolian death worm, but the specimen disappeared. Now, legend has it that it is actually hidden in the basement of the Russian museum. So I wonder why it would be hidden. I wonder if it actually is hidden. Many in Mongolia believe that this creature is real, and sightings have been reported from people like police officers, park rangers, and even a prime minister of Mongolia. So they're harder to dismiss than the average Joe. Now, Ivan Mackerel, who was a cryptozoologist, a Czech cryptozoologist, actually went to Mongolia 3 times to try to prove that this worm existed. He went in 1990, 1992, and 2004. Now, Ivan first heard of this creature from a student who worked with paleontologist Ivan Yefremov. Now, when Ivan met the student, he had made it his goal to learn everything he could about the Mongolian death worm. It extremely fascinated him. So he did all of the research he could, and then he actually got permission from the government to research in Mongolia. Ivan's expedition team tried many different methods to create vibrations underground while they were searching for this creature to kind of make it come up, I guess. One method included them creating a motor-generated thumping machine, but he never saw the creature. So he said it was just a myth. But is it? With so many sightings, what were those people seeing? I mean, could it have been just a mirage? It's quite hot in the desert, right? Those are not uncommon, but a lot of these sightings happen from people that are native there. So you would think that they don't experience mirages as commonly because they're used to the area. So what do you guys think about the Mongolian death worm? Yeah, I think I'm okay. It'd be cool to say like you saw one, but I can live the rest of my life without seeing that creature. Let me know what you guys think about this creature in the comments down below. If you think it's real, if you think it's just a myth, if you've seen it. And don't forget to email me your paranormal encounters at my email. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. Make sure you like this video for me. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure the bell's on. I appreciate every single one of you guys so much. And I love you guys. And until next time, bye. And bye from Castiel too.